Eugene, Peter, and Felix. Your first dish fell short of the standard set by the home cooks in the gallery.
You can't be Canada's next MasterChef if you're a one-trick pony.
Now you have a second chance to create a completely new dish using your signature ingredient.
I'm ready to compete again. I'm gonna be stronger than ever.
I'm standing behind my stovetop and I'm like, okay, I have plan A, plan B, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Are you ready to claim the final white apron?
Yes, Chef!
Your 45 minutes starts now!
So this really is a test of their creativity, thinking on their feet, and they're gonna buy in for one apron.
My star ingredient was Atlantic cod. So I'm doing a poached cod that I'm gonna wrap in potatoes and then bake. It's a reinvention because I am using the potatoes in an interesting way. This is a white apron worthy dish because it's elevated. It shows I've learned from my mistakes.
I did not realize I would have to cook with this much seaweed. The chefs think I need to do something more homey, so I want to do a pasta. I'm also doing a nori-crusted steak, and then I'm gonna have seaweed caviar on top. I deserve this last apron.
My signature ingredient is beef tenderloin. I'm going to make a surf and turf this time, so I'm going to make some scallops today.
So Peter did an old school classic, a beef Wellington, which he tried to elevate and make interesting by using a chestnut puree, and I think he pulled it off reasonably well. It was the sauce that he'd served with it that really dragged it down.
My sauce was a little off-putting to them, so with this dish, I'm going to go in a totally different direction and make a cream mushroom sauce. Yeah, this is how bikers peel garlic. I drive a truck in Southern Ontario. You know, I'm ready to change things up a little bit. Some people want to, retire and go golfing every day. I want to retire and get a food truck. I love driving, so I can't wait to drive my food truck from place to place and feed people. It's going to be the best of both worlds.
So Felix's original dish was fish and chips. The fish was cooked nicely, but I really want to see a reinvented use of that beautiful East Coast cod.
The judge's critique was my dish was too simple. Now it'll be elevated.
Felix just loved dipping his fish in oil. First one, he's doing a deep fry, and the second one, he's poaching it all. He just cannot get away from the oil.
Get it, Felix.
Touch butter.
Eugene's plate was very stylish, and I would say it was elevated, but we didn't find substance.
I think Eugene was really suffering from overt complication. So let's see if he can learn from his last little mistake and give us a dish that's gonna blow our minds.
I put a lot of pressure on myself. I love the competitive atmosphere. I grew up rowing since I was 12. In rowing, you have to empty the tank to get to the finish line, and in MasterChef Canada, you have to do the exact same thing. Peter and Felix are not the reason why I'm gonna lose this. If I lose the apron, it's only because of myself.
He's scary. You gotta watch out.
He is scary, yeah. You're doing good, Peter.
Felix,
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
so you have one apron up for grabs. What are you cooking?
I'm going to try to poach my Atlantic cod.
And you said, I'd like to try and poach.
Yes.
That doesn't give me a lot of confidence. Try?
Yes, because I try very hard at everything I do. And when I try, I have a tendency to succeed.
Work on that poaching. And by the way, it's chef, not buddy.
Sorry, chef. Now I'm really sweating.
Just stay focused. You got this.
I'm cooking for anyone who has had a struggle. When I was 7, I knew that I was a male. I'm a trans guy. That means that I have transitioned from female to male. If I can take all of my struggles with being trans and push it forward, everyone should be able to do that. If you really want something, you have to believe in yourself that you can do it. Boop.
I think Eugene's gnocchi has failed.
The gnocchi is just falling apart as I drop it into the water. Okay, calm down. My brain's just running all these ideas through my head, and the only thing I can think of is to incorporate more flour.
I think he's redoing it again. He's adding more flour to it,
You're
which
absolutely
is
right.
actually not always a good thing. If you add too much flour, it's going to taste like
Dodgy
really
flour.
raw cake, which is not a good thing.
I have to get this apron right now.
I wonder if that oil's too hot.
Yeah, it's way too hot.
It's not poaching, it's frying. I trash it, it's gone.
Is he gonna do it again?
Yeah, he's gonna
Start over?
With 11 aprons already handed out, the last 3 home cooks are battling for the final spot in the top 12.
I'm watching him this time.
Oh, yeah, that looks way better, bud.
I'm very confident in my beef. This is my wheelhouse.
Lots of smoke coming from my station.
5 minutes. Come on, guys, come on.
Crispy. My carrot puree, it's not happening. But as long as it tastes good, it'll be okay.
I don't see any sauce in Peter's pot. 1 minute. You have 1 more minute left. Come on. 1 minute.
Guys, let's go!
Get it bladed. Get it bladed. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up! Nicely done, guys.
Well done, guys, well done.
Peter, you're up first.
As I'm walking up with my dish, it's like going to the principal's office when I was younger. Very nerve-wracking. We have a Chateaubriand steak, scallops, and a beet terrine.
You know, the presentation here for me is definitely moving in the right direction. You love your beef, seafood, cheese. I love the way that you have seared the sea scallop. The steak is a little over. I think you really wanted it medium rare.
Yes.
Let's give this a taste. The steak was seasoned really well. A good caramelization to the outside of that steak. I think the sauce that I'm looking for, I don't quite see it. It's not that difficult to make a very quick, easy sauce, and I think you had it in your head to do it. Lots of good stuff, lots of potential.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see where we go.
I still have faith in my dish. I have a really good chance of getting this and getting that last white apron.
Eugene, please bring your dish to the front.
This dish showcases seaweed in a different way. I'm so proud of this dish right now. I have a nori-crested sirloin with kelp caviar on top. And then I also accompanied it with a ricotta gnocchi with a seaweed as well.
Nice cook on that beef. It's actually not nice, it's amazing. The seaweed crusted steak adds a really unique flavor.
Thank you, chef.
The gnocchi to me tastes heavy. It has raw flour flavor profile to it.
Walking away from the podium, I had mixed feelings. Anything can happen.
Felix, would you please bring your dish to the front?
I'm seeing an apron when I look at my plate, and I'm saying to myself, I deserve this, I deserve this, I deserve this. So today I have Atlantic cod over lemon sauce with hash of carrots and crisp potato.
This presentation is quite nice.
Thank you, chef.
It's much more elevated. This is still fish and chips.
That's what it ended up being, yes.
As long as it's delicious and cooked perfectly, that's what I'm looking for. But it's a good fish.
Thank you.
Beautifully cooked. Puree. Oh, this is a hash. So was it supposed to be puree, but you didn't blanch it enough and now it becomes a hash?
110%.
Unfortunately, this one hasn't quite gone in your favor. It tastes a little bit raw. I'm not getting the carrots. Not the best.